Welcome back to Tutorial Hub series C++ tutorials. In today's tutorial, we will be covering the very basics of the programming language C++. Along with its introduction, we will also be looking at its syntaxes and their uses. So let's jump to the tutorial. We will start off by knowing what actually is C++. C++ is a cross-platform language that can be used to create high-performance applications. It was developed as an extension to C language. It was updated three major times in 2011, 14, and 17. It is one of the world's most popular programming language nowadays. So, uh, basically, there are two types of programming languages. Let me just jump into that quickly. High level programming languages and low level programming languages. For a layman's understanding, we will consider it as the high level programming languages are those programming languages that are close to human, that are close to the programmer, meaning a programmer can easily understand its syntaxes, its compilation, and how it works. Whereas the low level programming languages, such as assembly language, are close to the machine. Now, one fact you need to know, the low level programming languages will always be faster than the high level programming languages, in sense that a program or a software application created on a low level programming languages will also always run faster than the high level programming languages. Okay, now C++ is considered as a low level programming language. However, C++ is considered as a high level programming language. However, now after Python was released and Python is being used worldwide, it is starting to fall under the category of low level programming language. Okay, so let's jump to our first program in which we will discuss the syntax and the working of C++. Okay, so I myself would be using this IDE, which is C-Line from JetBrains. I personally like the interface. It's too minimalist type interface and it's easy to use. You can use Visual Studio Code, Studio itself, and other IDEs such as Notepad++, etc. and etc. So let's start off. I have the most simplest code of C++. I will just tell you what each of the line means. First line would be include IOStream. What is IOStream? IOStream is basically a C++ header file library. What it does is it allows us to work with input and output objects. Like if we want to input an object or an output an object, then we will use this library. We will include it. How do you include a library? Let me just show you. First of all, we will start off with the hash symbol. Then now as you can see the suggestions, this is the advantage of IDE. They have suggested us the syntax and different type of things we can put after hash. We will go with include. Okay, now I will explain you what does the double quotation mark means furthermore in the tutorial. For now we will use this sign, right? These two signs, if any type of library we want to include, we can include by placing it in this sign. There are different libraries, as you can see. IOStream, we have already included it. IOManip, iOS, etc., etc. Each has serves its own purpose. Now IOStream would be used to input and output an object, right? And like in the second line we are using namespace std. By namespace std we mean that we can use names for objects and variables for the standard library. uh, if you do not understand what these two lines mean, then you do not need to worry, because you will be using these two lines on almost every code you will write in C++ language. Okay, then we will come to the fourth line, int main. Now what is int main? Int main is basically a function in which you will write all of your code that you need to compile and execute. Int main will always be executed first in the program. So this is called a function. We will discuss this later on in the tutorials. Okay. uh, one one thing I would like to guide you through is that you can insert comments in the codes. How do you do that in C++? Just place double backslash, double slashes, and you can write anything after this and it will be considered as comment. The compiler will completely ignore this comment, but it is easy to understand. uh, When you work in a professional environment, what you use is you use source codes, right? For instance, if I have to develop an Android app, right, I will write its code. I will insert comments so that if any other person wants to access my code to edit it or use it, he may understand what each line of code means. I will also be using a lot of comments in my code during this tutorial, and so I would advise you to, even if you are writing the simplest code of all, try to write as many comments as you can. Not only would it carry more marks, it will make your code more readable and understandable and better presentable. So the next command is cout. It is spelled as cout. Okay, it's pronounced as cout. So what does this do? Cout means that you have to output something. Output by output you means by output you mean you need to display it on your PC or on your screen, right? So see, whenever you will write cout, you will use these operators with cout. Okay, by these, when the compiler will read these operators, he will understand that he needs to print anything that you write after these things. ठीक है? These are called insertion operators. Okay, and what if you want to print a sentence, a character, or paragraph, or any such thing, you will need to write it in inverted commas, double inverted commas, quotation marks, right? Like we have written hello world in double inverted commas, so hello world would be displayed. Let's just ignore handle for this time. Handle basically means to jump to the next line, right? It can also be represented as backslash n. Both of them means the same thing, and both of them do the same thing. Okay, now I'll just quickly run this code. In order to run this code, you will go over here and there's this symbol of run. Just to click it, it compiled the code, and now as you can see, hello world was printed. We can write anything else. Let's say after hello world I write this is tutorial number 1. I'm sorry, I'll run it again. And as you can see, hello world, this is tutorial number 1. Now, to explain what handle does or what backslash n does, I will just place a backslash n right here. So now I'll run this code. As you can see, hello world was displayed, and after that this is tutorial number 1 was displayed on the very next line. But as you can see, there is one space right here. Why is that? When you are writing something in double inverted commas after cout statement, anything that you write within these inverted commas would be displayed as it is on the terminal. This is our terminal basically. So as you can see after backslash n, there is this one space which I forgot to remove. I'll just quickly remove it and then run it. Now you can see it starts from the same line, same position, and it runs till the end. So this is, guys, this is how you can basically create your code, first C++ code, and cout or print hello world in the compiler or terminal or IDE. Make sure you like the video if you learned something, and subscribe to my channel for further more videos. Thank you so much. Signing off.